Muhammad Buhari has extended the swapping of Naira notes by some days. Nigerians now have up to the 10th of next month to swap the currency, but there is a new notes for the old ones. Just as the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has equally extended the date for the collection of permanent voter cards by those who haven't collected theirs to the 5th of next month. Good evening and welcome to Dateline. Oluwatoyin Yusuf is my name. We start off with the hard news segment of our package for tonight, and as usual, President Muhammadu Buhari today in Daura, Katsina State approved a 10-year extension of the deadline for the swapping of currency to new notes. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, who confirmed this to newsmen in Daura, Katsina State, revealed that the new deadline is now the 10th of next month. Emefiele, who was in Daura, had a closed-door meeting with President Buhari, who had obtained the approval. He said Nigerians who are yet to change their Naira notes from the old to new ones have an opportunity to do so, cautioning that people must utilize the opportunity because the deadline would not be extended again. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has stated that the design of the country's currency by his administration was targeted at those holding illicit funds and not the common man. President Buhari, however, assured that the government will ensure that citizens are unarmed in their businesses and that no disruption is caused to the entire supply chain arising from the currency swap due to and shortly. Reacting to reports of long queues of citizens waiting for hours to deposit old notes and get new ones, he reiterated that the redesign had become necessary to prevent counterfeits, corruption, and terrorism funding, expressing optimism that the new effort will help to stabilize and strengthen the economy, while taking note that the poorest section of society is facing hardship as they often keep hard cash at home for various expenses. President Buhari gives strong assurances that the federal government will not leave them to their fate, adding that a number of initiatives by the Central Bank of Nigeria and all commercial banks are underway to speed up the distribution of the new notes, besides doing all that is necessary to forestall cash squeeze and chaos. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has again extended the deadline for collection of permanent voter cards nationwide by 1 week. The electoral umpire had earlier extended the deadline to today after the initial deadline of the 22nd of this month. The National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Faisal Okoye, in a statement said that the decision was taken at the end of the Commission's meeting with resident electoral commissioners from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Okoye said that the INEC was encouraged by the turnout of registered voters and the surge in the number of collected PVCs across the Federation, stressing that this will be the last extension of the exercise. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of Brigadier General Ahmed as the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps. He will be officially taking over tomorrow from Christy Uba, who piloted the affairs of the NYC for about 3 months. The most senior officer, Uba, was appointed by the presidency following the sacking of Brigadier General Muhammad Fada over alleged incompetence and poor performance. A news source reported that on the 22nd of November 2022, the NYC announced the takeover. Mrs. Uba was elevated to the post of Director, Information and Communications Technology, and subsequently the Acting Director General in November last year as the first woman to be appointed to NYC since its establishment about 50 years ago. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, has urged retired military officers to show understanding with the federal government in the effort to pay them the security department allowance. General Rabo made a call at the 42nd anniversary of the Nigeria Defense Academy 20 Regular Course Welfare Association in Abuja. President Buhari had in 2017 approved the payments to the military retirees who retired before the 9th of November 2017. The Chief of Defense Staff cautioned those who had made unpalatable comments about allowance to desist from misleading the junior ones, adding that the efforts of the government in that regard should be commended. General Rabo further said that the resources disposition of the government should be considered, taking into cognizance the issues of military operations and issues surrounding its stable of organization and equipment. He added that greater attention must be paid to ensure that the tools needed to be able to perform optimally should be given attention. He assured the military authority of the readiness of the veterans to continue to help to secure the nation, especially in ensuring peaceful 2023 general elections. Excuse me. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Al-Kali Baba, has invalidated the existing Police Community Relations Committee identity card from December last year. First, Public Relations Officer Olumuyiwa Adijobi stated that the IGP has directed that anyone found parading himself with the invalidated PCRC ID card should be arrested and prosecuted. The statement said that the IGP has also ordered the design and reissuance of the new PCRC ID cards from the first headquarters of Abuja and through judicial screening of membership across board. Meanwhile, the IGP directed all eligible members of PCRC nationwide to contact the offices of the various zonal command and formations, PCRC chairman, as well as the public relations officers, PPROs, of their zones, commands, and formations, respectively, to obtain new forms for processing the newly approved ID card. Following days of massive protests and demonstrations across Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke has expressed appreciation to the people of the state for their passionate show of love and rejection of the kangaroo judgment of the Governorship Tribunal. Reacting to protests of support and rejection of the judgment from the 30 local governments and the area office, Governor Adeleke expressed delight at the reaffirmation of popular support for his governorship mandate, assuring the people that the popular mandate will not be stolen either through front or back door. The people to remain calm and not to take the law into their hands, assuring them of sustaining the victory. Advocate of Nigeria, who doubles as an Islamic scholar, Alhaji Mahmoud Adishina, has expressed the need for Islamic leaders to be just, fair, and never compromise their belief in Allah. Alhaji Adishina gave advice at the 10th anniversary of the Chief Imam Ansaruddin Central Mosque in Fonlolo, Sheikh Abdulghani Olubudo. Saeed Adiboje covered the event and reports.
Islamic scholars from far and near gathered at the premises of Ansaruddin Central Mosque in Osun to celebrate the 10th Turbaning anniversary with Imam Abdulghani Olubudo, the chief imam of the Central Mosque. The celebrant, who could not hide his joy, danced while appreciating Allah's love and guardians. In his lecture, a senior advocate of Nigeria who doubles as Islamic scholar, Alhaji Mahmoud Adeshina, emphasized on the need for Islamic leaders to see themselves as replica of Prophet Muhammad. Therefore, they should always make life bearable for others and cultivate the habit of giving. Describing the chief imam of Ansaruddin Ifon, Sheikh Abdulghani Olubudo, as a pious leader and true symbol of Islam, Alhaji Adeshina implored Muslims to always have good intentions to their fellow human beings.
Imam must be just, he must be humble, he must be generous. He must be generous to his followers, because he used to be generous to all his followers.
Speaking in a separate interview, the Ààrẹ Mùsùlùmí of Ifon, Alhaji Ishaq Olarinde, and the Aṣíwájú Adini of Ifon, Alhaji Bashir Akagbe, described the celebrant as an epitome of virtue, worthy of emulation in service to God and humanity.
We have been learning a lot from him as a father, as a leader.
Very humble, very honest, very hardworking. In fact, I don't know, there are a lot of adjectives you can use to qualify Alhaji Abdulghani Olubudo.
Responding, the celebrant Imam Abdulghani Olubudo appreciated Allah and those who supported the program. He implored individuals to always remember their Creator, as there are rewards for every deed. For OSBC News, this is Saeed Adeboje reporting.
Anyone who is fortunate to be in a leadership position should serve the people with the fear of God so as to achieve success. Bishop of Osun Diocese, Right Reverend Folosho Babatunji, stated this while delivering a sermon at the 38th anniversary of Okeosun Diocese, which also witnessed the investiture of Olori Wale Adebabayemi as the mother of the diocese alongside other prominent individuals who were honored. Oluchi Amuda completes the story.
The 30th anniversary of Okeosun Diocese, tagged the Pearls celebration, attracted notable personalities from far and near who converged for the special Thanksgiving service that climaxed the week-long activities organized by the church. In his sermon, Bishop of Osun Diocese, Right Reverend Folusha Babatunji, spoke on the need for everyone in leadership position to have the fear of God that will prepare them to serve the people diligently. The bishop noted that the leaders and followers of any nation that hope to witness positive development must work according to the dictates of the Holy Book. Bishop Babatunji implored Nigerian leaders to follow the example of Jesus Christ, who served the people in humility.
It's a thing to give to the Lord. It's another thing to have a relationship with Him. So that the reward of those who serve the Lord truly will be ours, especially in the last days.
The diocesan bishop of Okeosun, Right Reverend Oluwademirofa Buluje, led the investiture ceremony of Olori Wale Adebabayemi as the mother of the diocese, as well as that of other prominent individuals who were honored for their contributions to the growth of the church.